Welcome back, friends, to the Castro Valley News Live Show. My name is Roberto. My name is Robert. This is a live show that we do every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. We start off every episode with something we call the roll call, and we've got some folks in early tonight. We've got Tiffany with us. Good evening, Tiffany. Hello, Liam. We've got Kimberly is with us as well. We got a moderator tonight. All right, right on. Handsome Don is with us. Handsome Don. That's for you, Handsome Don. Welcome to the show. Tiffany just sent 200 stars. Tiffany has sent stars 91 weeks. Thank you, Tiffany. Man, how wild is it going to be when there's people who have sent stars 100 weeks in a row? That's so nuts. I love it. It's fantastic. I really appreciate your support, everyone. Thank you. Mark H is in the house. Good evening, Mark H. Glad you can join us. Michael B is with us. Good evening, Michael B. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Don just sent handsome Don just sent 10 stars. Thank you, Handsome Don. This is Handsome Don's 83rd week sending stars. Michael B, welcome to the show. Michael B says I'm late. I was late by like 1 minute. And Michael B, I was late because I was responding to your your message telling me to not be late. Michael B, you're awesome. Thank you. Good evening, Maggie. Welcome to the show. I want to give you guys a caveat here at the beginning of the show. I'm still wrangling with this pneumonia bug thing, and I might be a little bit short of breath tonight during the show, and I might take a little bit more pauses than usual. Mom is in the house. Good evening, Mom. Mom says, hello, Castro Valley. Today is Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. Buy an ad. So we are going to have, and this is the first time we're going to have a phone-in guest conversation. Hopefully this will work properly. So at 7:15, we're going to have Officer Pabst with the CHP in Castro Valley and Hayward. They're consolidating offices, and we wanted to get her on the show tonight to discuss some of the things that are involved with the consolidation of those two offices. So fingers crossed, with the new soundboard, we will have primo audio when it comes to the officer with CHP, Officer Pabst, excuse me, calling in and discussing what's happening and what's not happening with the consolidation of the Castro Valley and Hayward offices. Let me get back to the roll call here. Maggie is tagging so many folks. Thank you, Maggie. You are awesome, but you know that already. Dennis, welcome to the show. Dennis sent 400 stars. Dennis, appreciate your support, my friend. This is Dennis's 90th week sending stars. Let me make sure I'm not missing anyone on the roll call. Good evening, Jamie. Welcome to the show. Mark H, Michael B, and Handsome Don are all saying hello to Mom. Hi, Mom. I love you. Hope you're having a great evening. Jean is with us. Good evening, Jean. Oh, and also, I should mention, because Facebook just mentioned there's a stars party happening, I think now, or something like that. I don't want to dwell too much on the stars thing because it kind of borders on begging for money. So I'm just going to do this one time during the show. If you check the next to the comment thread here, there's an icon that says send stars. You don't have to do this. If you wanted to do this, it would be super cool. But you purchase stars and you send them just like Maggie just did. And it's a really cool way for you to show some monetary love to your favorite live content creator on Facebook. Hopefully it's Castro Valley News. Could be anybody. Again, you don't have to do this, but if you wanted to, it would be super nice. It would be very, very groovy indeed. So Maggie, thank you for the 100 stars. This is Maggie's 43rd week sending stars. Thank you so much, Maggie. Dennis is asking for an update on all the restaurant activity all around. We will absolutely get to that. There is so much restaurant moving and shaking happening in Castro Valley. You know what? Castro Valley's coming up. Castro Valley is getting a lot of super cool things. Let me see. I do have, oh, let me breeze through these things right here. I have some events that I want to bring to your attention that I would like to help promote. Um, Definitely mark your calendars. October 31st from 3 to 6 p.m. is going to be the big trick or treating event at the Castro Village Shopping Center. There will be free candy for kids, as you know. If you're a local, you know that the trick or treating in the village is huge. It is very popular. The majority of businesses in the village have candies to hand out to your little ones that are trick or treating in the village. So please do not miss out on this. This is October 31st from 3 to 6 p.m. This is absolutely free. In addition to the trick or treating, there will be a children's concert that will be near Vitality Bowl and other entertainment. And this is all 100% free. So number one, mark your calendar for this event because it's really, really a blast. It's really fun for kids of all ages. You don't have to be kids to enjoy seeing uh, all of the trick or treat and festoonery for Halloween. Ross is in the house. Ross is a boss. Ross is checking in from Danville, out for a birthday dinner. Not his. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. And Ross and Paulette, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful dinner. Ross and Paulette, I know you guys know about the trick or treating in the village. October 31st, it's going to be 3 to 6 p.m. I wanted to get to a point of interest here when it comes to the big trick-or-treating event, October 31st, 3 to 6 p.m. While the event starts at 3, you should probably get there and get some parking earlier than 3 p.m. because parking is going to be problematic. But the village pulls out all the stops with the holidays, Halloween and Christmas. And the Halloween trick-or-treating is just fun, and the shopping center puts out a lot of money and effort to help pay for this and make it happen. So if you're a local, you probably already know about the trick-or-treating event here in Castro Valley at the village. The next item I want to let you guys know, hey, Ross, thank you for the 50 stars. And Ross is a boss for sure. Ross has sent stars 54 weeks. Ross, I appreciate you, and Paulette, thank you for all that you do for me and the community. Hey, there's another Halloween event coming up, but this is a trunk or treat event that's happening at the Moose Lodge. It's Sunday, October 29th. It's 1 to 3 p.m. The Hayward Castro Valley Moose Lodge is in Castro Valley, 20835 Rutledge Road, Castro Valley. This is a free and open to the public event. You can join them for family-friendly fun. There will be candy, food, games. Do not miss this event in Castro Valley at the Moose Lodge. Mark H., thank you for the 50 stars. This is Mark H's 40th week. Thank you, sir. And Austin is new to the show and just sent 99 stars. Welcome, Austin. Austin's got 99 stars and a, never mind, it's a Jay-Z song. But thank you, Austin. Appreciate your support and welcome to the show. This is Austin's first week sending stars. Thank you, Austin. Austin, just in time for the last reminder here for the trunk or treat event. This is free. Sunday, October 29th. That's 1 to 3 p.m. at the Hayward Castro Valley Moose Lodge. It's called Hayward Castro Valley Moose Lodge because it is the lodge for the Hayward / Castro Valley area, but it is the Castro Valley Moose Lodge. And again, it is open to the public. It is 100% free. And what is free, you might ask? It is fun, including games, food, and candy. The Moose Lodge, again, is located at 20838 Rutledge Road. Thank you so much to the Moose Lodge for everything that you do for us in the community, which is a lot. Kathy just sent 50 stars. Thank you, Kathy. Welcome to the show, Kathy. Kathy, there's a couple Kathys on the list, and this Kathy has sent stars 74 weeks. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, Austin, you're very welcome. I'm glad you can join us tonight. Austin, we love welcoming new people to the show, and it's so awesome and an honor to me when first time people join us alone. But if first time listeners send stars, it's really super cool. Chrissy is with us tonight. Good night. Good evening. Good night, Chrissy. I'm going to bed. Chrissy, welcome to the show. Don is tagging so many people. Want to let you know some events that are happening at the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. And if you would like more information on the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce, all you got to do is just check out the website I just shared. It's www.edenareachamberofcommerce.com. And they have a number of events coming up. They have a Lunch and Learn Zoom event. They also have a mixer with Mandela Partners. That's going to be 5:30 p.m. on 10/26. The light parade, don't miss out on that, of course. I do have a flyer for that. Save the date for the light parade, November 11th. We've been publicizing this a lot recently. This is a wonderful event here in Castro Valley. This is a free event. It's Saturday, November 11th, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. There will be road closures for this event, but it's going to be absolutely, positively, unequivocally worth it because the light parade is just a ton of fun. The light parade will be on Castro Valley Boulevard from Lake Chabot Road to Redwood. Don't miss out on that. Since we're talking about not missing out, thank you, Chrissy, for the 100 stars. Chrissy has sent stars 5 weeks. Appreciate your support. You are awesome, Chrissy. Thank you so much. The Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce will also have a mixer November 16th. And there will be another mixer between Hayward and San Lorenzo at Eden Hospital. That will be December 7th. So these are the things that I have right here. And I know I just mentioned them very quickly. But if you want more information on the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce, I'm just going to share right now, again, their website. Get dialed in. If you are a business owner, or if you're a local merchant looking to boost the signal for your business or service, or if you're looking for better methods to market yourself, or if you're looking for insider information, you definitely need to get dialed in with the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce folks, because they know what they're doing. They are business owners in our community who are in the trenches on the front lines, doing stuff and making things happen. And again, I just shared their link. It is www.edenareachamber.com if you would like to become a member or find more information out about their events and things that they're doing in the community. And they do a whole lot of stuff. Don, handsome Don. Thank you, Don. Don is tagging John, Lisa, Window, Wendy, 2 Wendy's, John. Let's see here. Hopefully this will work. Good evening, Jennifer.
Hi, Roberto. How are you?
I'm doing good. Oh my God. You know what? I'm pleased as punch that this soundboard works.
Is it working?
It's working like a charm.
Fantastic. I'm so excited to be the first one to try it out.
I am too. Thank you. So, you know what? I was actually fearful that it wasn't going to work, even though I've tested it a couple times here in my little station here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And I feel like this is a great opportunity to get the word out in kind of a cool setup.
It definitely is. So I'll let you start. There is some confusion in regards to the consolidation with Hayward and Castro Valley, and I'll let you pick it up wherever you want to start.
Okay. We're completely live right now, right?
We are live.
We are live. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, today I just wanted to, or this evening, I just wanted to talk about the consolidation or the merge between our two offices. I had posted on the Castro Valley page the other day saying that we were shutting down that Facebook page, and we're not shutting it down. We're just moving it to the CHP Hayward Facebook page, because we're anticipating when our new office is built, we're all going to be one. We've already begun the merging process. So just consolidating the Facebook pages was just one of the steps in our merge process. However, we are still going to be posting about Castro Valley. We're still very involved in the Castro Valley community, and we're not leaving the Castro Valley community. So I'm the backup PIO, and my partner, she's the main PIO. We just want to make sure that we get all of our information out to everybody in a timely manner. And having to manage two Facebook pages and Instagram and Twitter is kind of difficult. So we just wanted to make it one main page so that we get all the information out easily and quickly.
So on social media, basically, you're just streamlining everything, and it kind of goes in line with the consolidation of the two offices, correct?
It does, yeah. And right now, our Castro Valley office is still open. We will let everybody know when we plan to close that office. We don't have a date just yet, but we're not going to just close it one day and put a sign on the door and tell
Right.
everybody to come to Hayward or wherever it may be. We will definitely get the word out and let people know multiple times so that they're not just all of a sudden surprised that it shut down.
Right. Let's talk a little bit about the need for the new office and how that came about, and also let's definitely touch on the staffing levels,
Yes.
that there will be no changes, and I'll let you speak to that.
Okay, yeah. So back in 2004, kind of do a little history. Back in 2004 is when the Castro Valley office opened. And that was due to the fact that there was a concern that there wasn't enough CHP in the area. So they opened up the Castro Valley office so that there would be patrol officers patrolling the area, and there would be an office for the locals. And that has worked very, very well. But the office was almost like a temporary office. And if you've ever visited the office, you could tell that it's in a shopping mall. It's not like any other CHP office in the state. So fast forward now to 2023, or actually the project began a couple years ago, but our CHP Hayward office is kind of old and run down too. So the state is building a new office, and that's going to be at the corner of Jackson and Santa Clara in Hayward. And that's only 3.4 miles away from the current Castro Valley office right now. But they're building a new state of the art facility so that we can have community events there. We can host more like bicycle rodeos and have the office there for law enforcement training and all sorts of community events so that there's a place for people to come. Right now, both of our offices really aren't set up to have a lot of visitors at one time. And we would like to invite people to our office so that we can have a lot of events. And then the reason why they're merging the two offices together is because it'll be more beneficial. We'll have more officers out on the road by bringing both of them together, and it'll eliminate having two front desk officers and a lot of internal redundancy where we have a lot of positions, or not a lot, but some positions inside that, like an evidence officer, we don't want to have an evidence officer at both offices. We'll now only have one evidence officer. So that allows for the other one to go back to the road and be out on patrol in the Castro Valley community and the other communities that we serve.
And the consolidation will save the state a couple dollars on rent here in
Absolutely.
Castro.
Yes, absolutely. The state does pay a good chunk of change for that building there in Castro Valley. However, that doesn't say that it hasn't been worth it, because we've been serving the community, what I feel like is very well. And I just wanted to reiterate that our presence in Castro Valley is not going to change. What you see happening right now is what is going to remain, and it may even increase due to the fact that were able to create we were able to create specific teams. The COPS team, which is our community oriented police services team, that attends all the community meetings and goes out on patrol, the schools, and is involved in all the community events. And then we have our SEU team, which is our special enforcement team, which goes to all of the traffic complaints. If we get reports of a specific area that needs some special attention, we have officers designated to go out and do that enforcement. Currently, right now in Castro Valley, usually we put out 4 officers on designated beats within the Castro Valley area on day shift and swing shift. Graveyard, it's a little different. We have different beat responsibilities during the night, but during the day, what you see is what is going to continue.
Same staff levels, same. There will be no cuts, correct?
No cuts.
Same service areas, same people on the same. Well, not the same people, but the same amount of officers on the same beat.
Yes, the same amount of officers on the beat. And we just got 10 new trainees to our office, and in November we're getting 9 more trainees, and then in I think it's January we're getting 5 more. So they're continuing to staff our office with new officers, so there shouldn't be an issue with our staffing levels in the Castro Valley area.
We had a real-time question. Katie was wondering, and good evening, Katie. Welcome to the show. Katie is wondering, will it be renamed CHP Castro Valley and Hayward, or will it just be Castro Valley Hayward?
It's going to be CHP Hayward.
Okay.
No Castro Valley. Yeah, it'll just be CHP Hayward. That's what it originally was back before 2004.
Let me ask you a historical question. I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot. Before the Castro Valley office opened, everything was just this. Everything, the patrol for this area was just being done in Hayward, correct?
Back before
the Redwood Road office opened, all of the officers came from Hayward to patrol Castro Valley, correct?
Yes, they did.
So basically, this is just kind of we're reverting to that time, correct?
Yes, technically that's what it sounds like, but our office is shifting now. The new office will be shifting more north, so it'll be more centrally located.
Okay.
So it's not as far. Yeah.
Will there be a phone number change for people who are calling for emergencies or looking to have child seats inspected or have their tickets inspected, things like that?
So my experience when they open a new office, yes, they do have new telephone numbers.
Okay.
I do not have those telephone numbers.
Right.
And I'm not sure if that's even going to happen. But if you need to get a hold of us, you can call our Golden Gate Communication Center and they can direct you. Their telephone number is not going to change, but they could direct you to our area office.
That was just something that I was wondering, because that's definitely going to be a good point to bring up. To let people know that there will be a new phone number for people to write it down or stick it in their program it in their phone cell phones.
Yes. And you know what I completely forgot to mention in my initial blurb was that our area, the Hayward and Castro Valley area, as of August 2023, we've been the pilot office for our new online crash report application. So if you are involved in a traffic crash, while on scene, the officer will give you a card that has a QR code. You can scan the QR code and you're able to get your traffic crash report online free of charge, and you don't have to come to our area office.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's super neat. And it makes it more convenient for somebody involved in a traffic crash if they want a copy of their report. So if you're concerned, that kind of eliminates one reason for you to come down to our office.
That's super helpful for insurance purposes.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. There was some talk about some satellite office hours here in Castro Valley. Is that still in the works, or am I too far ahead of the game asking that question?
Yeah, I haven't really heard too much talk of that lately. And if there is talk of it, we'll definitely let you guys know. But as of right now, no, there's no talk of a satellite office.
Okay. Is there any consideration for potentially having that happen maybe at the library, or am I again too far ahead just thinking?
Yeah, so right now when an officer goes out on patrol, when they're assigned their beat during briefing before shift, they usually are on their beats throughout their shift. So the office is really just to turn in the paperwork and, um, get your equipment, turn in your equipment and things like that. So they should be out there, and some of them, will pick a coffee shop they like to hang out, or some go to the firehouse, things like that. But they will be in the area, but not just a designated satellite office at this time.
Another great thing with the new office in Hayward is officers will have a private parking lot, correct?
We will, yes. And it should be covered with the solar panels be on top. It'll be more efficient.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, there the same services will be happening in the new office with the processing of weapons or processing of people. Tell what I'm getting at is what are some of the new features that will be in the new building that aren't at the existing ones now? We just kind of covered the private parking and the solar panels, but what are some of the
Yeah. Oh man, there's going to be so many things that they have in this new office. One of them, yes, processing the people. We will have a room designated for our in custodies when they come in to do like their breath test or any other testing that needs to be completed. They won't be booked at our office. They'll still be transported to a jail facility, but
SRJ?
yeah, exactly. There'll be a room for them to come in where they'll be processed. We're going to have interview rooms. Our evidence room is going to be much more high tech for the community. We're going to have like a briefing area where we can host the Start Smart, the Age Well, Drive Well.
Oh,
So that,
nice.
yeah, so we have a room where the community can come in. We're going to have a lot more office space, and I'm trying to think of other things that we're going to be adding in there.
If
It's
Go
it's
ahead.
going to be huge. Yeah, it's going to be huge. And once we get settled in, we're actually going to have an open house for the community. So they'll be able to come out and walk through our new office and see what's going on. Most people don't ever go to a police station, so it's their opportunity to
It's
come meet
low on
us
their
all.
list of places to visit next to the
Yeah,
hospital, probably. And
exactly.
I definitely encourage anyone from the public. I mean, you guys just got the glass enclosure in the front office not too long ago, but if you can make it down to the CHP office, it's kind of eye opening to see how the Castro Valley office is now. It's really just kind of a converted business office, and it really it's not really what you guys need and deserve to do what you guys are doing. I was frankly going on ride-alongs with Gabe Walters and Jackowitz. I was kind of
Uh-huh.
shocked to see it's just a teeny tiny office.
It is. Well, it's in a mall, like a outdoor mall strip. So
You're next to a
that's an
dentist, I
business
think, or a
office.
surgery spot, and there's all the
Yeah.
salons around the corner. I think it's kind of bittersweet that the office won't be here, but it's super awesome that you guys are going to have so many wonderful amenities.
Yeah, we're really excited for the new office. But our biggest concern is making sure that the community still feels safe and
Yeah.
that we're serving them well. And that's why we want to invite them down when our open house does happen so that they can just see that it's not that far away. I know Bay Area commute can sometimes be difficult, but we're all in it together. We're all doing those commutes. But we want to make sure that everyone is taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to do whatever I can to help you guys get that information out to the community.
We appreciate your support so much, and I'm glad to have this connection.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you guys for coming out for Cruising Out, and thank you guys for everything that you do. And also, just to be clear on some other things, your participation in the Fall Festival and Cruise Night and the Royal Ranch Rodeo Parade, those things will continue, correct?
Absolutely, we're still going to be there. As a matter of fact, we're doing the light parade in
Awesome.
November. We have a meeting tomorrow to get that coordinated and organized, and we want to be at all the events. We want to see everyone. We want to hand out stickers, you know, meet all members
The
of the
light
community.
parade is really just, it's one of the funnest things here in Castro Valley. I'm super excited.
Me too. I
It's
think it'll be great.
it is fun. Was there anything else that you wanted to mention? Because I'm not thinking of any other questions.
Yeah, I have some notes here. I can send them over if you want to post them on there in case
Sure,
somebody wasn't able to log in at this time. But other
absolutely.
than that, I just wanted to reiterate that we aren't closing down our office just yet. We're just merging our social media platforms just to consolidate it and make sure that we spread our information quickly and get it to everyone so that it's not as confusing or contradicting.
Yeah, and unfortunately, sometimes perception can become reality, and I appreciate you coming on the show at such short notice and wanting to get info out there. There was a question. Our moderator asked, "How does a local community best support our CHP?"
Well, just calling and telling us about any traffic complaints, or I'm going to put this plug in there. We are hiring. We're hiring for dispatchers, officers, our mechanics. And then if you're retired, we would love to have you as a senior volunteer. Um, that would be the best way to support us. But other than that, just, be friendly and help us out and let us know where we need to be.
Now, you mentioned that there's quite a few new officers being sworn in. Is that because of a lot of folks retiring, or what's happening there? Is it new funding?
So there, a lot of folks are retiring. The retirement age, I can't remember exactly when it started, but was 50 years old. It's been raised since to 57 years old. So a lot of officers have reached they're 50 years old and they've served enough time, or they've been with the department long enough so they're able to retire. So that's where we're seeing a gap, and we have a huge push to get more officers out on the road. And there has been some increase in funding to get more officers out on the road.
Awesome. One last thing that I wanted to ask, and I know this is consistent. If there are folks in the community, it doesn't have to be Castro Valley, because we have some people who listen outside of Castro Valley, and they're looking for
Mhm.
additional enforcement. They see speeders. What can they do?
So for our area in particular, we have an email set up. It's 345 reckless, RECKLESS driving at chp.ca.gov. And they can just send, it's not monitored immediately, but we check it frequently. And then we'll send out our SEU team if there's a big concern for safety to do enforcement in the area. But if you are not within our CHP Hayward jurisdiction in Castro Valley, you can always call the Golden Gate Communication Center and they can send the information to the area office that it's related to.
And in meantime, it's 581-9028.
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah. Last thing, Mark B says, "Hello, Jennifer. I've been a member of the 1199 Foundation since 2003. I've done a lot of fundraising for the foundation, so that's some appreciation for you."
Thank you, Mark. We appreciate the 1199 is very near and dear to my heart. They've helped my family. So I appreciate everything that you've done.
Awesome. If there's nothing else, I'll let you go. And as we get closer to when things are really ready to hit the road and the transition moves, we should definitely have you on the show again so that we can get more information out there.
Absolutely. I would love to come back on.
Awesome. There was someone else who wanted to clear up what is the 1199 Foundation.
Oh, okay. Is Mark V still on the line or?
I think so. That was a different person who asked that.
Okay. So the 1199 Foundation is where people join to, the 1199 actually is one of our codes that we use in law enforcement. It's officer down or requires assistance. So there's this foundation of amazing people who donate money to assist police officers or highway patrolmen in particular who've come across something in their life that they really need help with. In particular, growing up, my father was a CHP officer, and my sister was very disabled, and the 1199 Foundation assisted our family in finding a van so that we could transport her around because she was wheelchair bound. So they reach out and they help police officers if they're having trouble or their family are having struggles.
I am going to look that up and donate.
Oh, thank you.
And I just we had a conversation a while ago, and I wanted to reiterate this to the community that the job that law enforcement people do is so difficult. There are things that I think the public doesn't realize, and there's bad actors in every profession. There's bad reporters, there's bad doctors, there's bad law enforcement officers, and I suggest anyone who wants some insight into what law enforcement is and is not, do a ride along. You can do the community can do one a year. I encourage anyone to go do that and just get a different perspective on what law enforcement is and is not. And it's a lot of social work, and I really admire the patience that you guys have.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it definitely is. Communication goes a long way. I think when people don't see the other side or hear someone's side of the story, there's a lot that gets lost. And if having a conversation is great, even a ride along is great. So then that way you can kind of see the other side of it and see what we're dealing with. But we also like to get to know our community and hear what they're going through so that we can, empathize and understand what their situation is.
Absolutely.
Also, Thursday we're having a coffee with a cop at Pete's right
Awesome.
there on Redwood.
Oh, sweet.
So
What time?
yeah, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And that's this Thursday?
Yeah, I was going to post about it tomorrow, but
Oh,
since
yeah.
we're on there, yeah,
I will just
let me
steal it
put the
from your
word out.
profile and post it myself. Chrissy is asking, can you give the website for the traffic complaint one more time, and we will post it in the comments as well.
Yes, absolutely. It is 345 reckless driving at chp.ca.gov.
That's awesome. Very cool. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming on the show at such short notice, but I definitely wanted to help you get some information out again, and we'll talk offline and get you back on the show in the near future.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Roberto. I appreciate you helping me get this information out.
That's my job. Thank you for what you do.
All righty. Have a good evening, everyone.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was awesome, and I'm so glad that the soundboard worked. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for coming up on for joining us on the show. Some people joined the show while we were talking to Officer Pabst, and that is Micaiah, Tim, Barry, Dave, Jan, and Mark B. Thank you for everyone joining us. I got a scam here that I want to share with you guys, and I did some sneaky behind the scenes stuff with this scam that I want to share with you guys. This is actually kind of interesting that I throw some equipment across the room. Katie, thank you for the 50 stars. Katie has sent stars. I know I have her on the list here. There's no way I don't have Katie on the list here. 34 weeks. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate your support. There you go. Thank you, Austin. Good evening, Meredith. Welcome to the show. Micaiah just sent 200 stars. Thank you, Micaiah. And Micaiah has sent stars 44 weeks. Thank you, Micaiah. Oh, Austin, thank you so much. Great first guest. You know what? I was so nervous that the soundboard, that something was going to go sideways with the first call in, and it just went wonderfully. And I'm glad the audio is good, because that's one of the things that's irked me, that our last phone in guest, which was Roland Williams with CV San, that the audio was just horrible with that. So excuse me. Going forward, we will have more guests. Ricky is asking, Good evening, Ricky. Ricky is asking, is it raining in the Bay Area? And before the show, it was about, I think, 6:50 something. It was really close to the show. It was really close to 7. It was sprinkling, and it did sprinkle last night as well. So what a weird turnaround with weather we're having here. Um, but we are at 7:41, and I wanted to share some fun scam stuff. Oh, let me give you guys a note here. Bob texted me. Bob is a heartthrob. Bob says he's got grandpa duty tonight. No self service at a CV community center, and I missed that. That was 7:04. Bob, thank you for checking in. Every episode we feature some scams, and this one I got to share with you guys. This was received by Koji Koku and his email address. Ricky, you're welcome for the weather report. Man, Ricky, it was good seeing you the other day, and hope you're traveling safely and healthy. Um, so if you're new to the show, which there's some new folks here, every episode there's a scam or two that I print out and we talk about here on the show in the interest of helping other people not fall for scams. So here's an interesting one, and I actually took an extra step because the email, which I'm going to read you in a second, I actually responded to it, and the response that I received is pretty epic. So here's the email that I received. Again, it's from an anonymous Gmail account. It is Koji Koku. But in the email itself, this person claims to be Jania Grebeninkoff. I can't pronounce it. It is Grebeninkoff. I was not exaggerating. I think that's the way it's pronounced. So, this email I received 7 days ago, and I only spotted it recently because I looked into my spam folder on email on Yahoo, which is where I get a lot of these scams from. It says, "Attention," and this is in all caps. It's all caps. So this person is screaming at me, essentially yelling. It says, "Congratulations, you may have been rewarded with the sum of $500,000 United States dollars. Grant funds from International Monetary Fund, IMF, in parentheses." So it's official. If you've got an acronym or something in parentheses, it's official. You need to know 500,000 is waiting for you because we have something in parentheses. We have an acronym. Empowerment Funds Program. Contact us for more details about your payment. And this gets better. So the email address that they ask you to respond to is a different Gmail account. Best regards, Jania Greminenkoff, Payment Department, BNP Paribas, Hello Bank, Paris, France. So I did respond. And I basically said, "Oh, I am so excited. How do I get this money?" And the response was, as we've discussed numerous times before, it says, "Attention, your mail is well acknowledged to benefit from International Monetary Fund, Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Palliative Care Funds Program." So the response is that I'm getting money from a different thing. However, here it is. We, the Hello Bank head office in Paris, France, is the official remitting financial institution bank to handle and process the release of your 550,000. So it went up. International certified. Here it is. They're asking for a certified prepaid debit Visa card to be sent to someone. But what they are asking for in advance: full name, address, home or office, telephone, state, city, country, bank name, bank address, date of birth, bank number. So this is what a lot of these scammers do. is they dangle that carrot in front of you with, oh my goodness, you've just won $500,000. You respond to the email and they ask you for all of that personal information. You know what? If I receive more of these, I'm just going to respond and say, how do I get the money? And hopefully, we can all share amongst ourselves all of these wild and wacky scams. So, anyways, if you receive an email from someone saying that they're an attorney or they're representing a bank somewhere and you won $550,000. Maggie says it perfect. Don't fall for it, people. We have a couple more minutes here for another scam. I didn't respond to this one. This is from Barrister, and I love these. There's so many of these emails that come from Barrister, which is a cool word. It's British for banker, lawyer, excuse me. This one is from George Brown. My dear, I am Barrister George Brown. I am contacting you to assist retrieve his huge deposit Mr. Alexander left in the bank, $10.5 million. Before it gets confiscated by the bank, please get back to me for more details. My assumption is if I were to respond to George Brown, Barrister George Brown, he would probably ask for $550 too in a Visa card. Jeffrey, welcome to the show. Jeffrey just sent 50 stars. Thank you, sir. I think this is Jeffrey's first time sending stars. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate your support. 50 stars from Jeffrey. Jeffrey's first week sending stars. Thank you, Jeffrey. Moderator says we should film some responses and share them. My response basically is kind of baiting because I'd respond and I say, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I won $550,000. What do I need to get my money? And then they come back and they want all your personal information and bank routing number and all this other stuff and your address and your date of birth. It's a lot of information. But you know what? These scammers would not be sending these things if someone had not fallen for them. So, and that's what makes me sad, is that there are actual people who there are some people who actually fall for these things. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I hit a button on the soundboard. I hope you guys didn't hear that, but you probably did. Learning the ropes with this soundboard, it is super cool and it's fun and it allows. Maggie says one of my cleaners got ripped off $250,000, so that's super sad. So that's that. If you have received a scam solicitation, feel free to email it to me. Hang on a second. That sounds weird. Okay. Learning new things on this soundboard. I have a couple minutes. Do I have anything else that I wanted to bring to your attention? We should probably do a giveaway, even though it sounds like I'm not sure what's going on here. I hit a button and now things sound odd to me, and I hope they don't sound odd to you guys. But let's do a giveaway, shall we? Oh yeah, okay. I've got auto tune on here somehow. I don't know. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's not better. Does that sound? We've got reverb here, and I apologize. At least I did this later in the episode. You know what? I am going to. I've got auto tune on here somehow. Well, that's good to know on the soundboard. Thankfully, we did this at the end of the episode. I still sound wonky in my ear, and I don't know if I sound weird to you guys. But I am totally comfortable ending the show here right now. Thank you so much to Officer Jennifer Paps for joining us during the show. And Yeah, I'm auto tuning my ear. Thank you to everyone who is patient with the new soundboard here. Rob is in the house. Good evening, Rob. Thank you to everyone who sent stars. That is Tiffany, Don, Dennis, Maggie, Ross, Mark H, Austin, first week sending stars. Kathy sent stars. Chrissy sent stars. Katie sent stars. Micaiah sent stars. Tiffany, I'm sorry, Jeffrey sent stars. And I need to get you know absolutely, positively, unequivocally, Tiffany is the queen of stars and Dennis is the king of stars. Thank you guys for being awesome. And thank you for your patience with this new soundboard. And it looks like I'm doing auto tune now. Am I sounding like who does auto tune? Oh, that just shows how old I am. I don't know who's doing auto tune anymore. Anyways, thank you guys for making episode number 231. T Pain, there you go. Yeah, T Pain does auto tune. Oh, I will get the hang of this soundboard for sure. This has been episode 231. You guys have been awesome. We will see you next Tuesday, 7 to 8. And oh my goodness, the auto tune. B flat major. Is that better? No, it's probably worse. Mara says I sound like Peter Frampton. Mara, welcome to the show. Glad you can join us. We've got a lot of new people here. Anyways, I'm sounding ridiculous now. Thank you guys for making episode 231 awesome. We'll see you next Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. We will have a giveaway at that point. And as always, I just got a huge earful of the auto tune. As always, if you're after getting all the honey, then you don't go killing all the bees. Guys, stay safe. Be good to each other.